Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to Fabrizio Romano, Raphael Varane is ready to fly to Manchester today after getting some visa issues sorted. He said the original plan was to fly earlier this week, but Varane has had to quarantine. So he said now quarantine, the medical, and then the official announcement. Last Friday, Raphael Varane posted a farewell message to Real Madrid. Last Tuesday, Man United confirmed that they'd reached an agreement with Real Madrid to sign Raphael Varane. Both clubs agreed an initial fee of 34 million. It rises up to 43 million with add-ons. Varane will sign a contract with Man United until 2025, so it is a 4-year deal. There's an option of a further year. Man United will double Raphael Varane's wages, so at Man United he will receive £250,000 a week. Varane is our third signing of this summer transfer window. He will exceed expectations in the Premier League, and I'm very convinced that at Man United he'll replicate what he did in his years at Real Madrid. What a fantastic centre-back partnership that is, Varane and Harry Maguire, because they'll complement each other very well in our back line. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He is highly experienced. He's got a good pedigree as a player because he has won a lot of trophies. At Real Madrid he won like Champions Leagues, La Ligas, he won the Coupe de Rey, FIFA Club World Cups. Back in 2018 with France he won the World Cup. And he's won 79 caps. We went in for Varane back in 2011 under the Sir Alex Ferguson era. We also went in for him back in 2018 because if you do remember rightly, Woodward was prepared to sanction a £100 million move. But Varane was a long-serving player at Real Madrid. He endured 10 years with them. He made 360 appearances in all competitions. His current contract at Real Madrid was due to expire next year. Real Madrid did offer Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. Real Madrid have lost two key centre-halves. They've lost Varane, and not so long ago they lost Sergio Ramos because he joined PSG on a free transfer. Real Madrid though did sign Alaba from Bayern Munich. Didn't they sign someone else as well? Now, I want to give you some more news on Paul Pogba. So according to the Telegraph, Paul Pogba will start the season with Man United. Then he'll make a decision about his future before the 31st of August. PSG remain interested. PSG are willing to offer around 45 million for Pogba. Reports from France claimed that Man United are demanding an increased transfer fee for Pogba should he leave this summer. We want at least £63 million. It says that PSG are the favourites to sign Pogba this summer, and PSG have held talks with Pogba's representatives. Not so long ago, Pogba was discussing the personal terms with PSG. Mauricio Pochettino recently played down PSG's interest in Pogba because Pochettino got quizzed on Paul Pogba's transfer from Man United again. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. Reports came out last week saying that Mino Raiola has offered Liverpool the chance to sign Pogba from Man United this summer. Mino Raiola made Liverpool aware that Pogba could be signed. Liverpool responded to Mino Raiola and said that they're not interested in getting him this summer but may consider going for him in January. I'm very sceptical that Pogba would go to Liverpool anyway. But Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga. He's also been linked to Real Madrid. He's been linked to his former club Juventus. He did endure 4 good years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United. He's also been linked to Barcelona, and Inter Milan have been in for him before. Now, Sky Sports said not so long ago that Pogba sees a long-term future at Man United but may wait on the contract extension. Pogba's current contract at Man United expires next year. Now, not so long ago it said that Pogba rejected a new contract at Man United. Said the other week that he rejected a new £50 million contract offer at Man United, so reflecting on that, he said he's set to leave. And Sky Sports even said Pogba is increasingly unlikely to sign a new Man United contract. Solskjaer did come out though and said that Man United still remain in talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract. It says Man United must pay Pogba £15 million in wages to sell up. Fabrizio Romano said not so long ago that there are big chances that Pogba stays at Man United this summer, and he said Man United are confident of extending Paul Pogba's contract. Like I said, if we do let him leave, we've got to get a good adequate replacement for him. Mino Raiola has obviously been working hard to get Pogba out of the club. He did a lot of talking last season. He made the announcement back in December last year regarding Pogba. He said Pogba's career at Man United is over. He said he's unhappy and he has to leave, and he said he had no intentions of extending his contract. Pogba produced his best performances for Man United in the last couple of months of last season, but at one point last season he was out with a thigh injury for a while. So far Pogba's won 3 trophies at the club. He's enjoyed 5 seasons at Man United since he rejoined, and he's our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him. So that's more news on Pogba. You know the news on Kieran Trippier from Atletico Madrid. Kieran Trippier will join Manchester United. He said Man United will get a deal done for Kieran Trippier as details emerge over the personal terms. Trippier recently returned to training with Atletico Madrid. Sky Sports said that Atletico Madrid want €40 million for Trippier. Fabrizio Romano come out and said that the Kieran Trippier situation is still quiet, and Man United are looking to sort out Diego Dalot's future, but Trippier is pushing for the move to Man United. Trippier expects any Man United move to materialise towards the end of the window. He arranged for his family to relocate back to Manchester. Man United already have a Kieran Trippier transfer agreement. We've already had 2 offers rejected for him. Not so long ago, it said that Atletico Madrid won't sell Kieran Trippier to Man United. Just before that, Neil Custis from The Sun said that Man United were close to signing Kieran Trippier for £18 million. Went in for him back in the January transfer window, didn't we? But we cooled his interest because Trippier got banned by FIFA for 8 weeks for breaching betting rules. But it'd be beneficial if we could recommend him in, because Trippier, he's proven in the Premier League. He's highly experienced, plus he's a right back, and he would provide competition for Wan-Bissaka. Atletico Madrid paid £20 million for him from Tottenham back in 2019. His current contract expires next year with Atletico Madrid. I think Man United have got a very good chance of signing Saul Niguez from Atletico Madrid. Man United have made contact with Saul Niguez agents. We are set to beat Liverpool to the signing of Niguez. He did say though that the representatives of Saul Niguez were due in England this week for talks with Man United and Liverpool. We could get Niguez for around £34 million. Reports from Spain did say though recently that Saul Niguez favours a move to Barcelona. Barcelona were in talks with Atletico Madrid over a swap deal involving Griezmann. And Saul Niguez. We've identified Niguez as a potential replacement for Pogba. He has a gentleman's agreement in place with Atletico Madrid. He's been at Atletico Madrid since 2008, so he's been with them for a good 13 years or so now. So he's been a long-serving player. He's made over 300 appearances in all competitions. He's made 200 odd appearances in La Liga. He has a 128 million release clause. He's got a contract with Atletico Madrid till 2026, because back in 2017 he signed a 9-year contract. Can be deployed as a central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. But there has been quite a few midfielders on our agenda. Solskjaer's priority now is to get a midfielder in. I'm expecting Man United to make at least one more signing in this summer transfer window. Solskjaer has confirmed more signings are coming. So reflecting on that, Man United are not yet finished in this summer transfer window. Man United now must sell some players to finance more incomings. Woodward recently sent Solskjaer a transfer warning saying that he's got to ship some players out to get more signings on the board. But Man United are enjoying a very good summer transfer window because Solskjaer is getting the players he wants to recommend in. And it's about time Solskjaer got the backing he deserves, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Obviously, Woodward stood by Solskjaer. You know, Woodward's come out several times before and said that he's going to back Solskjaer. And when we was enjoying them bad periods under Ollie, Woodward assured that Solskjaer's job was safe. Like I mentioned before, Woodward's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Because obviously he was accountable for how poor our recruitment was for so long, and obviously we've overpaid and that for players in recent years. Woodward should have never been put in the position in the first place where he makes the footballing decisions. Woodward is leaving Man United, as you all know. He's had a 16-year association with the club. And the Glazers have obviously backed Ollie. I think they've backed him because they've been persuaded to, because last season the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League, and a lot of United fans protested against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised. But they have been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. The Glazers have put Man United in so much debt. They've been at the club for 16 years. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. But yeah, Man United have made 3 signings so far in this summer transfer window. We brought Tom Heaton in on a free transfer from Villa. We brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. And we brought Rafael Varane in from Real Madrid. We have spent almost 120 million in this transfer window so far. I'm expecting to see some departures. You know the news on Axel Tuanzebe. Sky Sports came out and said yesterday that Axel Tuanzebe is set to sign a 1-year contract extension with Man United with an option of a further year. Fabrizio Romano came out and said that Axel Tuanzebe is very close to joining Aston Villa on loan, but he'll extend his contract before he goes out on loan. This will be Tuanzebe's 3rd loan spell with Aston Villa because he's already endured 2 loan spells with them. Newcastle have also been in for him. It's the right decision to put Tuanzebe out on loan because he'll get a lot more opportunities and plus he'll gain more experience. Phil Jones, I think Manchester United should definitely offload him, because Phil Jones has always been inconsistent, plus he doesn't get in R11 and he hasn't played since January. Jones is the only outfield player that's still with us from the Ferguson era. I heard Newcastle are interested in Phil Jones. I think we need to loan Brandon Williams out, obviously to get him a lot more opportunities and to gain him more experience. Williams is our 3rd choice left back, he seldom plays for us. I'd say we should offload Alex Telles, because Alex Telles has hardly played for Man United. He made, 23 appearances last season. He's only endured 1 season at Man United. When we got Telles last year, I expected him to be our 1st choice left back immediately, but it didn't happen. The reason we brought Telles in was to provide competition for Luke Shaw. Telles will miss the start of the season with an ankle injury sustained in training last week. So he's going to miss the games against Leeds, Wolves and Southampton. We got Telles for 15.4 million. He's got a contract with Man United till 2024. Diego Dalot, Man United need to offload him. We might loan him out again for another season. He was out on loan with AC Milan last season. Andres Pereira is another player we need to offload. He has been playing throughout pre-season. Pereira was out on loan with Lazio last season. I heard that he's interested in making a move to Turkish side Fenerbahce. Lingard, have also got to offload him. But Sky Sports recently said that West Ham believe they've only got 10% chance of getting Lingard. They've been struggling to meet our asking price of West Ham. I think we want around 30 million for Lingard. Lingard enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham last season and he made an impact. I heard Everton also want him. Lingard's current contract at Man United expires next year. Matic is another player we've got to offload. Van der Beek, we need to offload him as well. I think we've got to offload Anthony Martial because he's no longer good enough to represent the club. I want us to offload De Gea, but I don't think we're going to. I think he's going to remain at Man United for the new season. Especially with Dean Henderson not being available. Dean Henderson, I think, is going to miss the start of the season because he's obviously recovering from COVID. So there you go. Not long now until the new season starts. We play Leeds on the 14th of August. Looking forward to the new season. We've played 3 pre-season friendly games so far. Obviously won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1. We have conceded 7 goals in 3 pre-season friendly games, which you can turn around and say is a concern. But I'm not bothered about pre-season. You know, it's just about building fitness levels up, preparing for the new season. Pre-season's good though for like the youngsters because they get opportunities and they gain more experience. But the new season is massive for Solskjaer and he is aware of that. He's got big expectations to exceed for the new season. Solskjaer's ambition for the new season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. These United fans that are very sceptical that we're going to win a title under Ole. But I'd definitely say that Solskjaer has to win a trophy next season. Because he's not yet won a trophy as Man United manager and we haven't won a trophy since 2017 and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. I think the signings of Sancho and Varane though do turn us into title contenders. But despite the signings of Sancho and Varane, it doesn't change my perception on Solskjaer. You know, he isn't the long-term manager for Man United. But, you know, the new season will be Solskjaer's 3rd full season as Man United manager because he's enjoyed 2 full seasons at the moment. Solskjaer has been in charge of the club for almost 3 years. Not so long ago, Solskjaer signed a new contract at the club until 2024. There's an option of a further year. I presume a lot of United fans disagreed with us giving him this new contract because he won't see out this new contract. I think with Solskjaer being a legend of the club, that's what's basically saved his job. Disregarding being a club legend, I don't think he'd have been here now because we have enjoyed bad periods under Ole where he's been very close to getting sacked and we lost the Europa League final last season. Ole doesn't have a proven pedigree as a manager. That doesn't mean to say he can't succeed as Manchester United manager though. Solskjaer knew when he'd taken over at Man United it was going to be a massive job despite him knowing the club through thick and thin and he knew he had a lot to do when he came in. We did appoint him in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. But yeah, I have criticised Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United. But you know what? I didn't expect him to do as well as he has done, so in that aspect I am shocked. You've got to say he's done a pretty good job to say the current squad he was left with when he got appointed in as Man United manager. He's still inheriting some players from what other managers brought in. You know, don't forget, Matari from the Moyes era still. Some players even the Van Gaal era still, and some players even the Mourinho era still. Solskjaer has signed 13 players as Manchester United manager now. I think in total he's spent just over £400 million. Also got rid of a lot of players since he's come in, which he knew he had to do. I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth as well, which is a positive, and he's more or less giving everybody their chances to express themselves, including the young players. But I reckon Ole is our best manager since Ferguson. He's our fourth permanent manager since Ferguson. Since Ferguson, we sacked Moyes, we sacked Van Gaal after 2 years despite winning the FA Cup, and we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years despite winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season. Also got us a second place finish in his first season. So you can turn around and say Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United. But obviously it hasn't been the same since Ferguson retired. A lot of United fans predicted it was going to go wrong when Ferguson retired, which obviously it has done. Yeah. Man United also made the correct decision by getting a director of footballing, because I did say that's one of the structural changes that we needed at the club. Obviously John Murtaugh is our director of football. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.